That's a hell of a lot of villagers when you compare that to how many ImComing has actually got. The actual map control for ImComing is not looking good at all. He's finally getting out some villagers, but he's just pretty much lost all of his villagers here just to this little assault. Not being able to get up here and take out this little force quick enough. Dying down a little bit now as they both recoup their forces. ImComing forced to stray very far from his base in order to get these town centres up, and unfortunately for him, he's not very well protected either. If we look at HerZog, he's managed to get a castle up at nearly every point where he's got a town centre, which is providing an extremely strong backup for him. His villagers can easily garrison inside of there, and just look how many villages he's got. He's got to be touching at least 60 villages, maybe 70 by now. Going for some stone there as well, helping him to get up some more castles later on. Back to the action down here, and ImComing's army is pretty much non-existent now. He's just left with some elite Mankidies and a few siege rams. I don't know what HerZog's actually doing here. Seems to be going towards this area when the army is over here. It would make more sense to go and try and take out those Mangidies instead of getting cut down by the castles. But fire coming in as well from the trebuchets at the back. These siege rams probably going to be going for these castles here and the trebuchets as well if possible. But it looks like HerZog's got enough backup there to be able to take out the siege rams without too much trouble at all. Some paladins down here just to clear out this area. No doubt he'll bring them into this side and try and do some more damage to the economy of ImComing. Surprisingly, ImComing's actually has got a higher score, but saying that, HerZog probably has lost more men than ImComing, as ImComing is playing very defensively. I don't know exactly what his tactic is here. It could be to just keep himself up in his base, hope that HerZog burns himself out, burns through all the gold on the map, and is left with very little, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. He's got a hell of a lot of gold here, and he's still churning out villagers at a nice rate. Plenty of farms coming out there as well for HerZog. More town centres and more. He knows that he can just push forward with these town centres because ImComing isn't being able to get out of his base too much. He is making a little break here though, and take out that trebuchet and probably move on to this castle. He could actually take it out. HerZog now running into the back once again, as I said, with these paladins, trying to take as many villages as he can. The key to a deathmatch is of course gold. If you can get more gold, then that's good. The more gold income you can get, the stronger you're going to be. And HerZog probably, well, I'm pretty sure HerZog's touching 100 villagers right now. He's got a hell of a lot hanging around here, and it's put him into a very good situation indeed. Army count though, it looks like ImComing's actually in the lead with the army count. HerZog's actually lost pretty much all of his army to the constant pressure that he's putting onto ImComing. However, ImComing is very small on the map. He's not got much in the way of anything really. It looks like he's going to lose this castle now if these trebuchets can deploy in time, and it looks like they have. He's down by another one. He's left with 3 castles now surrounding his main base. HerZog probably desperately trying to get out some more units now. He's got some paladins over here, which isn't too much of an issue at all. But he does need to start getting some more dudes out, otherwise ImComing could make a counter push and really do some damage. Once again, over here, cleared out these villages, and fortunately for ImComing, HerZog doesn't know about this little base down here, because he has lost pretty much all of his villagers once again. Trying to get out another town centre there just to keep the backup coming. And if ImComing was a bit faster, he probably could have garrisoned his villagers in there to protect them, but as it stands he didn't, and he lost them all. Okay, so HerZog actually losing his second castle here now, and ImComing just pushing out again. Really actually no, the first time he's pushed out really in this whole game, but he has destroyed HerZog's forward base, and well, forward outpost as it were, and whether he's going to push forward or not now, it doesn't look like he is. He's just sort of hanging around there, forced to build hussars, which obviously says that he's not got much gold, as hussars are only costing him 80 food. So yeah, he's not building camels, he's gone to hussars now, so we're going to see what happens. He's probably saving his gold for the Mangidies, That would make more sense, but well, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Not too much action going on right now. We've just got HerZog rebuilding his forces up with more paladins, and ImComing pretty much doing the same. He's got a mainly cavalry-based army now. He's not got any onagers coming back out. That's probably due to how fast he lost them before. Constant harassment coming in from HerZog, and he's not going to have any issues taking this town centre out, as there's nothing even garrisoned in there. And brilliant play. I've got to say, at the moment it does look firmly in favour of HerZog. He's got a stronger army on the field, those paladins outweighing anything that ImComing can really throw at him right now. Much stronger economy as well, and more castles to back his base up. ImComing now sneakily going around the side with some siege rams. If HerZog sees this, he'll send some paladins to thwart that, no doubt. But if ImComing can sneak around the back, he could do quite a bit of damage to the town centres and the castles. But I don't know. Villagers might be able to take out the siege rams fairly quickly. I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's trying to sneak around the back, and yeah, that's it. HerZog's seen, and he's sending some paladins now. So really, now we're just sort of at a stalemate again. ImComing, I don't know what he's thinking. ImComing, I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's not got much gold, and he's left with food and wood. He's not producing much really, just hussars, and they're not going to be that effective against paladins. HerZog now with an immense amount of gold in comparison to ImComing. He is bringing in resources extremely quickly. Let's just have a look. He's got a hell of a lot of paladins queued up there, especially at this stage in the game. That amount of paladins queued up is a fair amount. Hell of a lot of villagers as well. Plenty collecting food, and there's no doubt now that HerZog can win this. He's got a lot of villagers and a big economy advantage. Looking at ImComing, he's finally got some more villagers out, but it looks to me like it's going to be a bit late. This town centre's on its last legs, and he's going heavily into wood. Makes sense as he's getting Mangudais out, but he's very low on resource really in comparison to HerZog. That's a lot of paladins. That's at least 50, maybe 60 paladins now, and if you compare that to the force of ImComing, let's say 2 paladins to each hussar, he's definitely outnumbering him. A few trebuchets here to back it up as well, and whether HerZog's going to push out early or he's going to wait till he's maxed his population, we'll see. I doubt he's going to hang around for too long. He doesn't want ImComing to be able to push him back again, especially if he can get out plenty of siege. As you can see, he's getting some more siege workshops up and starting to bring out some onagers as well. So HerZog actually needs to push out pretty soon, otherwise he could be in a spot of trouble with the onagers. Just doing a bit of scouting there with these paladins, sort of throwing them away, but just seeing what ImComing has got. Quite a few Mangudais, but really, HerZog hasn't got that much siege, and he's got a purely paladin army, and not even any halberdiers. No doubt he'll bring halberdiers up the rear if he needs to, but he's getting there now just before ImComing manages to complete a wall off, and it looks like he could break this. He's pretty much population capped now, and yeah, he's just going to be building his last few paladins before he completes his push. He needs to take out the onagers though, before they cut through all of his paladins. That is a lot of onager fire there. He needs to get around the back and take those onagers out, otherwise he's going to be in a massive spot of trouble. Losing a fair amount of dudes there. 20 population down already, but ImComing has got to be losing a hell of a lot of dudes. All the hussars have pretty much been wiped out. Trebuchets coming in, deploying onto the castle, and more paladins coming in. It really does look in favour of HerZog now, as he completes his push. ImComing really on his last legs. A few more Mangudais out there, but really no hussars left at all. No siege left at all, and the paladins are just swooping through ImComing's base now. And trebuchets left there pretty much to just take out his castles. Castles are a pretty defensive structure, but not when they're under trebuchet fire and there's nothing to take out the trebuchets. So it really does look like HerZog's won this. Wouldn't surprise me if ImComing says good game very soon, and moves on to the second game in the first round of these two players. Let's see what happens now then. It looks like ImComing's going to have to give it up. HerZog has a massive advantage. Those Mangy Dice being cut down by the Paladins there, and yeah, the last castle's going down now for ImComing, and HerZog really doing a good job here. Very strong start and a very strong follow through with these town centers. So many town centers, such a strong economy in comparison to ImComing. ImComing was extremely late getting those town centers up, and as a result he couldn't produce enough units, and he was just overwhelmed by sheer numbers really. Looking at the population of HerZog now, it's hardly dipped, and good game from ImComing. Okay, so I will put on the screen the ratings of these two players, and at the start of the video where it said their names, there's a link to their Voobly profiles, so you can check out things to do with them if you so desire, of course. And yeah, I think that's it. This is the first match of best of 3, so I don't know whether there's going to be 2 or 3 matches, and I will upload the second and maybe third match when it happens. Next match will be between HerZog and ImComing once again, and they will be swapped, so HerZog will be playing Mongols and ImComing will be playing Franks. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you next time.